Get you through my morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jody and Hayesy on Nova. It's Jody and Hayes's Weekly Debate.
We got an absolute doozy this morning as well.
Two absolute wordsmiths going head-to-head each and every Wednesday. That's how we roll.
All right, here's the debate. If you're just tuning in, sleeping naked is better than sleeping with PJs.
Oh.
I'm for, you're against. That means I'm a bit of a dirty bird, like to go to sleep naked.
Yeah.
And you rug up all year round.
Much more wholesome.
Would you like me to go first?
Well, that's what the generator said, so you must.
Okay, here we go. Oh, how good is hindsight? I guess Blue Cantrell was right. Yeah, look, I've come of age. You've got to give some oxygen to your bits and pieces at night time for optimal health. And if you don't believe me, well, let's speak to a piece. Yeah, that's right, my piece. It's Hazy's Willie. Good morning.
What am I right now? That's sick. Hey, big fan, first time caller, long time listener, and I mean long time listener.
Yes, okay, mate, just help me win this argument. So why should you be free to roam at night?
Mate, I got stuff to do, you know. I do my best thinking, and for me, if I have a clear head, everything falls into place. Hey, if I'm covered up, there's no potential for me to shine, you know what I mean, man?
Oh, my God, you're drunk.
Oh, my God, you're sexy.
All right, let's leave it there. I'm glad that you can finally be yourself when I sleep naked, mate.
Yeah, no worries, man. Hey, can I have some beer and barbecue tickets?
No, you can't. You know the rules. You stay where I can see you at all times, please.
Yeah, no worries, big dog. Hey, catch you tomorrow at 4 a.m. I'll be up, if you know what I mean.
Oh, my God, I'm done.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry about that, Joe.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry about that.
Did
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say.
I'm sorry about that, producer Molly. I'm trying to win the argument. I shouldn't have got him involved.
Did you just interview your Willie?
In a radio first, it can be said as well, so we're proud of that. But unfortunately, I don't think it'll be happening again.
Have you got that big exclusive across the top?
Exclusive.
Only because no one else wanted to do the story.
Yes. He was more than happy to come forward and chat.
Right, wow. That's a very difficult act to follow.
Okay, would you like a turn?
From Big Andrew and Little Andrew.
Okay. Your turn, you good to go?
I think so.
All right.
Well, I think B1 and B2 said it best. Bananas in pajamas. Not bananas in the nutty, not bananas with your tartars out. Let's talk hygiene. Pajamas protect your sheets from bodily betrayal, sweat, farts, rogue hairs. Pajamas are the frontline defence. You're out here sleeping on raw, beautiful Egyptian 1,000 thread count sheets, you animals. To you I say this, flannelettes not free for all, jammies or gym jams not junk, boxers not balls. Can you imagine anything more traumatising than a midnight household emergency and Dad screams into the kitchen with his meat and potatoes swinging in the breeze? You'd be tempted not to escape the house fire. I will leave you with this, ladies. One of life's greatest pleasures, as you well know, is walking through the door, ripping off your bra and diving into your PJs at 5:45 p.m. Take it away, B1 and B2. Bananas in pajamas. And I will say this, Andrew Hayes, any future conversations between you and your drunk Willie need to be had in private whilst he's inside your old footy shorts that you should be sleeping in.
Oh, God damn it, you make a good argument. You make a very good argument. And I will take that advice on board. Mm-hmm. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Taking your votes this morning on 13 20 410. Susie from St Peters. Good morning, Susie. PJs or no PJs?
Sort of PJs all day, like if I'm at home. But when I get in bed, I do take my bottoms off.
Oh.
Because I don't get a bit twisted.
Right.
But I do keep the top and undies on because if there is an emergency, I don't want to scare my kids.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
So
fair
true,
enough, fair enough.
Susie. So is that a vote for me?
And yes, definitely is. And also 23 years with my partner, and we have our own bedroom.
Oh, that's nice.
And our own
nice.
bed. And it's a bed.
Oh.
Yes. No interruptions.
Good on you, Susie.
All
That's
right. Good on you, Joe.
right.
You've kicked it off nicely there. 1-0, best of 3.
1-0. Okay, Sarah from White Valley. Good morning, Sarah. Who are you voting for?
Hazy, you're bringing this one home today. I can feel it in my waters.
Yes, Sarah.
Definitely, let's sleep in the nutty.
Yeah,
There is
100%.
nothing worse than getting your tartars all twisted up in your damn T-shirt
So true.
whilst you're hot and sweaty in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
Oh, it's the
Yeah.
naked
worst, am
all
I
the
right?
way.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Oh, my type of operator. There we go. That's perfect.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
One all.
All right, let's go to Renee in Paravista. Good morning, Renee. You are the deciding vote, so let's give you a big old drum roll here, Renee. So, are you for or against sleeping in the nude? Here we go.
Against.
Oh!
This one.
Oh. Who are you voting for?
My vote's for Jodie.
Oh!
I can't stand being nutty. No,
Yeah.
like she said, it's gross. I want to put on some nice cozy jammies because
so
of the
true.
covers.
Oh.
It's
So true.
warm and cozy.
Where are my dirty birds at?
Renee, what's your fabric of choice? Are you a flannelette girl? Are you cotton? Are you satin? What are you?
I like a good cotton.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cotton.
nice and crisp.
Feels nice and cool on your skin, doesn't it? Renee, thank you so much for bringing this home to me. What does that bring the score to? I can't read the board from here. I can't see. What is this?
Renee, I was going to introduce you to my mate, but there's no point now. Yeah, it's a good point, Joe. It's 3-0.
And
All right?
Thank God. If you had won the week that you interviewed your Willie, guess what I would have had to have done next week?
100%. You have had to get an exclusive as well. Oh, congratulations, Joe. It is 3-0 in the weekly debate. You are on fire.
I need to know. I need to know now.
I need to know.
What's in the news today?
Here's what you need to know. What you need to know with Jody and Hayesy.
Remember how horrifying it was when Madeline McCann went missing? And I think as a parent too, because we've all done that thing where, especially when you've got multiple children, you've left, perhaps an older one in charge of the younger ones. And they were at a hotel. They were less than 100 metres from their hotel room when this little girl went missing, presumably snatched. But I remember thinking at the time, imagine if someone has taken their baby girl, their little toddler, and then you get blamed. And then people turn on you and they start to naturally suspect. So you're not only going through the pain and trauma of losing your kid, but also the fact that people think, were you responsible?
Yeah, it's never going to end, is it?
No.
I mean, it's just a lifetime and all sorts of things that pops up and, they found her. This woman's claiming to be Madeline McCann.
Yeah.
What an absolute nightmare.
So it's been nearly 18 years since she went missing, but they have undertaken a new investigation. And I think we'd all love to see a resolution to this because over the journey there's been people that have put their hands up and said, I'm Madeline McCann.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the added trauma for the parents then? So police are hoping to find evidence that could implicate a convicted German sex offender, and that is Christian Bruckner, in her disappearance. Portuguese police said about 25 German investigators were taking part. They're looking at an abandoned building in an overgrown wooded area as well. So that lead suspect, Christian Bruckner, is currently serving a 7-year prison sentence in Germany for the rape of an elderly woman back in 2005, which obviously precedes Madeline McCann going. So obviously not a good person, so who knows. Let's hope that something turns up. Just to give you some sort of perspective as to how long it's been since she went missing, in 2007, that was the release of the first iPhone.
Oh, my gosh. That was a long time ago, and it was a bulky little fella too.
Yeah, it was the year that Britney Spears shaved her head,
course.
that long ago.
Leave Britney alone.
Anna Nicole Smith passed away that year.
Yeah.
And it was the premiere of Mad Men, which is one of the most epic series you'll ever see. So that premiere, it just seems a lifetime ago.
Gives you some perspective. It's been a hell of a long time.
Absolutely.
Jodes, can we move on to something which could be absolutely outrageous? And I'm going to say this. Can you imagine seeing Joe Ingles make a return to the NBL, and not just the NBL, but lining up for our very own Adelaide 36ers?
So how reliable is this information?
Well, it's in the Advertiser. So
Yes.
back page of the Advertiser this morning. And they're saying that there has been contact with the Adelaide 36ers and Joe Ingles. Nothing has been locked in yet. And there's still no confirmation as to whether he's done in the NBA. He might get re-signed by the Timberwolves. He's off contract.
Yeah.
But there is talk that they could offer him another deal. And even the absolute vet minimum over there for him would be about $2 to $2.5 million.
Right.
So he would stick around even if he's not even playing any minutes.
He wouldn't he save his time in the NBL for when he's absolutely done in the NBA, when he's milked it for. Oh, but who knows with his family situation as well. They've moved around a lot. They've got their son Jacob, who is autistic, and that has been a challenge as well for mum Renee. Renee played for the Thunderbirds, I'm pretty sure, in a premiership.
100%.
So could it be a 2-for-1 package deal, please?
Don't know. Joe's still there?
Yeah.
I don't know. What sort of Nick Renee's in? She's been out of it for a long time.
She's always
hasn't she?
fit, Renee, but
Right.
she might come back and coach. Who's to say?
Can you imagine it though? So you got The guards, Vasiljevic and Cotton, oh my very goodness, Montrezl Harrell, Isaac Humphries, and then Joe Ingles rounding it out. It's a pretty serious starting five.
And I would just say this, let Joey play.
Let him play.
Joey spent a lot of time on the bench. And
Give him minutes and let him jack it up from the corner.
Give Joey as many minutes as he wants.
Oh, my very goodness. That is very, very salivating. 36 is doing some very big things.
Tinder, as you're well familiar with, as a married father of three.
Do you know what? Can I just say? Whenever the social media, the dating apps came out, I was going to say missed out. I didn't miss out. It's not like I wanted them.
Good morning,
But
Cara.
it wasn't my opportunity.
No.
Timing wasn't there for me.
But aren't you
so I was never on the dating sites.
Aren't you pleased you missed it?
100% I am.
Because my friends who are on it just sounds grim.
What an absolute meat fest, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. So Tinder's testing a new height preference feature for its gold and platinum subscribers. So that basically allows you to set your height minimum. It's like going on a roller coaster at Dreamworld.
Yeah, jeez.
Minimum 110 centimetres.
Sorry, short kings. All the short kings out there, but I'm good in other ways.
Yeah, so the move hasn't really gone down well with everyone, so many have argued that it reinforces some fairly superficial standards. Well, hello, people.
Yeah.
If you're not into superficiality, get the hell off the dating apps.
What are you doing on Tinder?
I know.
Go to a more wholesome platform.
Anyway, bad news for Short Man this morning.
Alex Neil Bullen is going to join us
man.
very, very soon. And he told us to say, in regards to that, sorry about that, Rory Laird. Maybe.
He's the Adelaide Crows vice captain.
Really proud of how the group's been able to deal with some challenges, momentum swings, and always give ourselves an opportunity to win.
To Adelaide, he's a premiership player.
Neil Bullen, no mark, hits the deck, off the ground. Neil Bullen goes.
But to us, he's just a girl dad from Glenelg. Please welcome Adelaide Crows vice captain, Alex Neil Bullen.
Oh, AMB in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning, team. Have you given away any intros like that yet? Last time I was on, I said you should get a package together, and anyone who calls in gets an intro from Molly, the producer.
Alex just creating some extra work for producer.
What's going on? I know. Molly's like, I'm already here till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. What are you doing, man?
Yes, actually, we had a Guy Sebastian one not too long ago, actually, and Guy came off the bank and was like, oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Really loved it.
There's something in this.
So it's producer Molly's sweet spot.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
Alex Neil Bullen, are you going to play on Friday night? How are you?
Yeah.
Jodes, I'm going well. I'll be there. I had a bit of a quiet night last night at training, just a bit of a management. Not on the younger side anymore, so you got to look after the body to maintain the level of performance. But yeah, I'll be out there. I promise you that.
So what happened? You copped a knock on the knee?
Yeah, copped the knock last Saturday night against the Swannies, and because of the travel and a short turnaround, Darren Burgess, our head of performance, just thought it would be best if I have a night off training to make sure I'm ready to go. I'll have a run around tomorrow before we roll out there Friday night for a big one.
What about this guy thinking he's Tex Walker needing to be managed these days?
Yeah, okay. You got Neil Bullen, Laird, Walker.
Tex gets managed game day, where I'm still at the age where I can be managed at training and don't miss a game yet.
Yeah, so 100% there Friday night against the Lions.
Yeah, unless something catastrophic happens.
So one more question. Did you have a scan?
Nah. I just came from a DEXA scan this morning, so that's where you get your body fat percentage measured, just to make sure you're maintaining good
purposes, though, isn't it? Like, that's pure vanity.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no one else does that, just me.
I want to do
Alex is like, I had a few beers on the weekend. Is that starting to present on my six-pack?
Oh, gosh, I feel like I'm getting a muffin top
here. Well, that's good news. Big test against the Brisbane Lions on Friday night, probably one of the biggest tests of the year.
Yeah, and it's an exciting time for the footy club. Like, these are the games you want to be a part of against the reigning premier. They're still in great form, Brizzy. Yeah. Like, they've led the charge this year, and when we're building, we're playing some solid performances each week, but we are now at the point where we've got the grand team looking at us, and we want to make sure we show up and give a good performance to all our supporters.
Mate, can I try and embarrass you? We were talking about it before. I'm not sure if you're listening. You probably were, because you're a massive Nova fan. I reckon if the BNF stopped right now, you'd be coming second. Your consistency has been outstanding. I'd have Jordan Dawson, obviously, at the top. He could win the Brownlow medal if they stopped it right now. But, geez, mate, you must be happy with your form. You've fitted in beautifully.
He's blushing. Look
Thanks,
what you've
Hayesy.
done now. Look what you've done.
Oh, he's just been magnificent. Like, they'd be sitting there right now. All the recruits have been very, very good. But, geez, the Crows got it right. In Peatling coming and Neil Bullen.
I think it says, though, a lot about the footy club, the environment that we walked into. So, me and my two buddies, Peatling and coming around, you walk in, I didn't really know anyone. You want to make sure you come in with a great attitude, but they've set us up to get the best out of ourselves and continue to improve. So we're all at different ages, but I think what you're seeing is 3 new players, different coaches. Murray Davis, who's come from the Brisbane Lions. we've improved and we're making the footy club better, but that's because of the environment we've walked into. So for us to be able to sit here midway through the year, we're very grateful to be coming to the Adelaide Footy Club at this point in
So
time.
humble, isn't he?
Yeah, I know.
I'd be sitting there going, I know, how good have I been all
Oh, my God, I've
year?
been amazing. Jeez.
Alex, I want to ask you something because we were chatting off air about the language that you use on the ground. Now, is it true or is it not that back in Melbourne, you guys used to have your own sort of language that you used?
Yeah, well, coming to a new club, you learn a whole new game plan and the intricacies between each footy club. And it reminded me of a time in my first few years at the D's where we had this game plan, and it's not the game plan now, so I can share it, but each position was named after a dog breed. So my role as a half forward, I was a border collie.
Oh, yeah.
So we're running out there game day, and I'm running around to my teammates. I'm a border collie, boys. I'm in the border collie role. And he goes, I'm a greyhound. I'm a greyhound. To the point where one time we were down by 10 goals on the MCG, and one of the opposition players looks at us and goes, how are you blokes going? He said 10 goals down and you're calling each other dog breed names. Are you guys okay? Yeah. It's probably at that point we're like, we might shift the game plan over here next year. And so I've had to learn new dog names this year coming to the Crows.
Who were some of the dog names? Can you say?
What was it? Great Dane. There's Great Danes running around out there. There's a couple of little sausage dogs. Yeah.
Who wants to be the sausage dog?
What would that be? What posse would that be?
Or is it Berry or something?
Nah, he'd be a bulldog.
He's a bulldog,
He's a bulldog.
What about your old man Max Gorn? He's got to be the Great Dane, doesn't he?
He'd be the Great Dane, yeah. Like what's the one with, they've got a massive fur coat though? Like a big boy, but then...
Riley Philthorpe would be a big old Saint Bernard, wouldn't he?
Yeah, big Saint Bernard coming out the footy, out of the square.
Big, beautiful, hairy dog. What about your old mate Stephen May? He's like a bloody dingo or something.
Have you seen the trend going around? People that... what their dogs would like if they're humans.
Yeah.
Classic. And I have a theory. People's dogs, like you see them walking down the beach, every dog looks like their owner.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's the thing?
Morphs into it.
Do you have a dog?
I do, yeah. A big fluffy Groodle.
Oh, that's very you.
Bounces around, loves activities.
Efficient.
That's me.
Always sharp, always on time, very polite.
Yeah.
Good dog.
Good boy.
Oh, A&B, thank you so much for stopping by. Good luck on Friday night, and great to hear that you're an absolute lock to play.
Thank you, guys. Great
Thanks
to
so
see you.
Sometimes your partner likes to embarrass you, all in the name of fun.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
Just
fun.
Keeping the relationship up and about and spicy. So
Got to keep them guessing.
Yeah, as you well know, I got a weekend off, went to Sydney for a girls' netball trip gone wild. Not really gone wild.
It was quite the opposite. Embarrassingly tame.
We were in bed very, very early. Anywho, we did venture out. This is quite fancy pants for us. We did venture out to Darling Harbour for a bit of lunch. And so we're not really like those photo-taking kind of girls over lunch where you like to take lots of selfies for the gram.
Yeah.
Not really us. But we thought, well, we should document this because it's a lovely weekend away.
Yeah.
Took a photo, sent it through to my husband, said, look where I am. Isn't this bougie? Anyway, he sends me a picture back. Guess what he'd done? He'd zoomed in on my teeth where there was clearly something stuck with the caption, Martini Olive, question mark.
What a beautiful eye he has for all those little black things that sometimes lodge themselves in your teeth.
I know. They're a little food magnet, my teeth.
You've got quite the catchment areas, don't you?
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Why do I have...
Real good for it.
Why are my teeth good for, like, capturing food?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
It's a beautiful siphoning system you got there.
My kids are always like, oh, my God, why have you always got food in your teeth? I don't know. I need to carry around like a permanent toothpick on my like keys or something.
Yeah, 100%.
You know how people have bottle openers on their keychain? I need a toothpick.
You just need a little toothpick just in case of emergencies.
So anywho, I thought, oh God, he loves it. That man loves to completely and utterly humiliate me and embarrass me. Do you do that to your wife, Cara?
Before we got married and I was still playing music, I had a mate and we'd perform as a duo. We used to quite regularly when Cara come to watch propose to her. I loved a fake proposal, and she knew it was coming as well. It'd be like, is Cara Goonan in the house?
Yeah.
She's like, oh no,
Here it comes.
and we'd always be a few beers deep.
Yeah.
And I'm taking knee, like we just got something to say. Never went down well. One time she left. I think it was in the line, and she left. She went around the other side of the room and just sat there with one of her friends, getting away from the musicians.
Oh my God. How early early into the relationship was that?
Well, that was pretty early because when the time came to actually proposing, we were
Yes.
like, oh, geez, I hope she doesn't think this is fake.
Is real or fake?
No, it's not a fake ring.
Oh, man. Okay, let's do this. 13 24 10. How does your partner like to embarrass you? Let's take your calls.
Check this out.
This is Adelaide's favourite way to wake up. Jody and Hazy on Nova 919.
13 24 10, those moments where you just like to embarrass the partner ever so slightly, just have a bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a laugh, Jodes.
Yeah, went to Sydney on the weekend and we had a nice little lunch and sent a photo of me, my girlfriends, my netball friends, through to my husband, who zoomed in on my teeth where there was a great big dirty martini olive
I know.
lodged right there.
Yelling at everyone, that Olive is like, hey, how are you?
Hey.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, how are you? I'm in Sydney for the weekend. What are you guys doing?
How cool is this? We never get to go to Sydney.
I'm just going to sit here for a while and see what happens, eh?
Might sit here for a couple of days even. Who knows?
But the worst thing was we got back to the hotel and I showed my girlfriends. They're like, oh, yeah, that's still there.
Yeah, that's been there for a while.
Yeah.
We were chatting to that just before, actually. Lovely guy. Lovely guy, that Olive.
13 24 10. How does your partner like to embarrass you?
All right, let's take your calls next. We're going to get to Philip and Freeling, who is doing something which I really adore.
This is extreme.
A grand entrance to the airport to pick up the significant other. Let's get to Phil next. We'll take your calls 13 24 10. Those little moments where you embarrass your partner.
Yes.
Because you got good, Jodes. You got good.
Fortunately, it didn't make its way to social media, but if my husband had his
Should've.
way, he would have tried.
Yeah.
So we had a nice little photo with my girlfriends taken at lunchtime. Darling Harbour in Sydney for our special girls netball weekend away. Girls Gone Wild, not really in bed by 8:30. And I took a photo and then he zoomed in on the big, fat, dirty olive from my martini.
Stunning creature it was. Just hanging out, lodged so tightly in your trompers.
Yeah, it was there for several hours, actually.
Yeah, maybe several days.
So, no, it wasn't. 13 24 10. Do you too need dental floss? And also, do you like to embarrass your partner? Philip from Freeling, good morning. What do you like to do?
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Good.
So, back when me and my partner first started going out, she lived at Melbourne at the time, and she always came over to visit me in Adelaide. And so when I went to go pick her up from the airport, I had a suit and tie, and I bought a hat and also a whiteboard and texter, and I wrote her name on it, and I would go and wait and look like a chauffeur driver every time I went to go pick her up.
Yes, that is awesome.
Okay.
And would you get the same response every time? What was it like, Phil?
The same response is that she would put her hoodie up and she'd always try and hide and then just lean into me for a hug.
So what does Philip, the chauffeur, what is he walking back to the car park to actually drive away in?
What do I drive?
Yes.
I drive a Ford Mustang.
Different vibes.
Okay. Thank you, Philip. Thank you so much. Let's go to Alex from Croydon. Good morning, Alex. How do you like to embarrass your partner?
Morning, guys. Oh, man, she's going to kill me because I know she listens.
Yeah.
So my partner in the beginning when we started dating, she was not the most affectionate type.
Yep.
And getting her to show any sort of, love and admiration for me in the beginning was a little bit challenging, just out in public. Behind closed doors, we were, all lovey-dovey. And the second she was in the supermarket and tried to lean in for a kiss, I've just gone, oh, sis, get away from me. That's gross.
Oh, no.
That's the one.
Oh,
get off me, sis. No tongue, sis. No tongue.
Oh, that is humiliating. Alex, thank you so much for your call.
I need to know. I need to know now.
I need to know. I need to know.
I need to know what's in the news today.
I need to know this.
Here's what you need to know.
What you need to know with Jody and
Some
Hazy.
pretty unbelievable scenes in Portugal at the moment as police are swarming the Portuguese resort town where she was last seen, sparking some hopes that her parents might finally get some answers some 18 years after it happened.
So this is Maddie McCann.
Maddie McCann. So, of course, she went missing as a 3-year-old when her parents, I think from memory, they were out with another couple and left the 3 children alone in the hotel room. Kept going back to check every 15 minutes, but in the interim, it's long believed that someone has taken Maddie McCann. So I can't remember a child going missing to this scale of media coverage ever. Can you?
Yeah, no, obviously with William Tyrrell in this
of course.
country, that's
Yeah.
very, very high prominent. But this has been going on for so long, like we're pushing 2 decades. So
2 decades now. So just to give you some sort of idea as to how long these parents have been in absolute agony, 2007, first release of the iPhone, the final episode of The Sopranos aired that year. Britney Spears shaved her head.
Wow.
A lot of drama.
That was a lot. That's been such a long time, unbelievable.
I don't know. I remember just being visibly really upset because I had a small child at the time when this happened. So I just really hope those parents get some answers.
Yeah. Can we finish on hopefully what is a very, very high note, and that is Joe Ingles. Imagine him suiting up for the Adelaide 36ers.
Some suggestion that Mike Wells has had a conversation with Joe Ingles, and Joe was like, I love Adelaide, best city in the world. And he was like, hey, you want to come back?
Oh,
So-
I'm not sure where the conversation went after that.
No.
Article in the Advertiser today suggesting that maybe the big fella's in the mix. So that would give us Bryce Cotton, DJ Vasiljevic, Isaac Humphries, the monster, Montrezl Harrell, and Joe Ingles to round out the starting 5. That's pretty bloody decent.
Quite a lineup, isn't it? What are the chances of this actually happening, do you think?
Not very good.
You were saying he could still get a veteran's wage over there, like $2 million.
Well, that's what they're saying. They're saying that he potentially gets re-signed again by the Timberwolves because I love him so much. He's a really, really good locker room aura guy, if nothing else. He hasn't played a heap of minutes.
Cult figure over there, isn't he?
But even over there, the vet minimum for him would be about $2.1 million, which is absolute peanuts for him. Not for him, but for the NBA.
Yeah.
He can't get that sort of money in the NBL.
Depends on lifestyle, though. I mean, he's has the added complication of having an autistic child.
Yep.
So, maybe he just wants to come home and be around his family.
Well, that's the thing, less travel. And when you do travel in the NBL, you're only going in one country.
Yeah.
And it's a small country. Obviously, in the NBA, it's everywhere. You go from East Coast to West Coast. It's huge.
And his partner, Renee, does a very good job on keeping it real on Instagram. And she is quite open and transparent about the bad days with her child. So who knows? Stranger things have happened, like Bryce Cotton.
Who saw that coming? No one predicted that. All right, that'll just about do it for us.
Yes.
Good stuff, Joe. It's been a very, very big show. Really nice to catch up with our friend Alex Neil-Bullen, who told us that he will 100% be playing on Friday night.
That was nice, wasn't it? Good
All
to
right,
hear.
keep it locked to Nova 919 for 2 reasons. 1, standby list spots for the summertime ball across the day, and also so many more Crows tickets with us tomorrow morning.
So many.
Have a fantastic Wednesday, please.